Happy Hump Day! I know this is coming out on a Friday, and typically we would shoot these on Friday evenings after work or Saturdays, but Lewis went and got a job, and he's busy this weekend, so he was like last minute, hey, we gotta shoot this today. And I scrounged together the best thing that I could. Meanwhile, I'm in the middle of a diet week. Like during the week, I try to eat as clean, work out as great as I can, and now I'm here on a Wednesday after work, drinking a whole bottle of Jameson. Great friends. You've opened the floodgates with this because this won't be the last drink that I have now. Football season is upon us, and what better way to treat your friends who come over and watch the big game than with something full of fats, full of flavor. I'm just throwing the whole diet out the window. This is a great appetizer. It is just some smoked barbecue shrimp, and I'm sorry for those of you out there who don't have access to a smoker. You can still, I guess, throw this technically in an oven. I just don't know how great it's going to be without that smoke, but maybe one of you guys can figure something out. We only have a few ingredients today. We've got some shrimp here. I've got some 21 count shrimp. Jumbo, you can go bigger if you want to. We've got some garlic bread for later on to dip into our sauce that we're gonna make. And our sauce is just simple as some butter, some melted butter. I've got half a pound of melted butter here. I've got a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, about a 1/4 cup of some Italian flat leaf parsley, and then just some barbecue rub. Oh, and a lemon. That's all you really need. The smoke is gonna do the rest of the work for us. So to get this started, as I said, I have my shrimp there. So what I'm gonna do is give it a very, very generous coating of barbecue rub. And you can use whatever barbecue rub that you would like. I'm going with my favorite, the Mojo barbecue rub. But again, by all means, use what you like. Don't be shy, because most of this barbecue rub is gonna fall off into the pan and it's gonna flavor our sauce. Just giving it a quick toss just to make sure everything. If you wanted to, you could flip all these over and coat the other side, but it's just easier to do it this way. And these are deveined, peeled, the tail's still on, because I'm treating this kind of as an appetizer, so you can kind of just put it down in the middle of a table and just let people go to it. And the tail kind of acts like a natural little grabbing thing. But if you want the tails off, you can, it's up to you. A little bit more, because I saw this one corner somehow got away from the copious amounts of barbecue rub that I was putting. We're gonna take our melted butter here. We're gonna combine it with our 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, a 1/4 cup of parsley. And feel free, if you want to throw in some garlic here. If you wanna maybe add like something like some soy sauce or other seasonings, like you can make this anything you want at this point. Half of a lemon real quick, just the juice. Give it a quick little whisk just to make sure everything's combined. So we've got our sauce mixture, and I'm just gonna pour it over everything. And it helps to not have too big of a pan, because you really want this sauce to kind of, it's not gonna cover it completely, but you at least want it to get it around the sides. And so I'm just gonna move some of this around just to make sure everything is getting some sauce love. That's all our first steps. It's just doing that. I've got my Traeger fired up to 250 degrees. What we're gonna do is once it gets to that temperature, I'm gonna throw it on there, and I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes. Now, normally when you're barbecuing shrimp, it cooks really, really fast. I mean, you've got like maybe 1.5 minutes on each side before it's done, and then it starts to get that rubbery texture. With this method of cooking it low and slow and introducing that smoke, we can kind of let it go anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. But at the 10-minute mark, we just want to check it, because if you put it on your grill and you just happen to find like that one hot spot that might be a little bit hotter than the rest of the grill, it could cook a lot faster. So we'll check it on in 10 minutes. We'll see how it's looking. We'll kind of stir it up and then let it go until it's no longer translucent. As I mentioned earlier, my pour choice is just some Jameson. We're keeping it simple. I have got some store-bought from Vallarta, some garlic bread, really, really slathered on garlicky bread. They did not hold back on this flavor. But what we're gonna do is, once this is all cooked down, we're gonna have this on the smoke at the same time, cut it into like kind of little, stick portions, dip it right in there. It's gonna be good. I can't wait to call 911 later, because I'm gonna need it. Our grill is up to 250 degrees. Let's just go ahead and get the lid open. We're just gonna take our shrimp, put it right on here. And then I've got my garlic bread that I'm just gonna break out of the packaging. And hey, let me just point out something real critical. With these type of pre-buttered breads, make sure your grill is, not already filled with a whole bunch of grease and stuff like that, because that butter will drip and catch fire. Otherwise, We're gonna let this go. I'm gonna check on it in 10 minutes just to see how the shrimp are looking and also to check on the bread. Once this is toasted and once this is no longer translucent, we are good to go. And this is as simple as that. 25 minutes later, our barbecue shrimp is done. I went up there after the first 10 minutes just to kind of check up on it. And then I went back up there about 12 minutes later and I was like, okay, this is into a good place. And again, you're just looking for it to get nice and pink, but you don't want to take it much further than that because it will get tough to chew. And then our garlic bread, I let it go for maybe another 5-10 minutes and it was good to go. And this is pretty much it. Only thing I want to do is just take a lemon, the other half of our lemon that we had from earlier, squeeze a little juice on it right now. And if you want to, you can garnish it with a little bit more parsley. It's up to you. And then the most important piece, I took that sauce that was there, and don't worry, it is cooked. So you can absolutely dip your things in there. It's fine to eat. So now all we have to do is just take a piece of shrimp. We can dip it in our sauce. And we can enjoy some good ass, really bad for you, really bad for you appetizers. Just out of curiosity, I just gotta see what the bread does. Wow, that's been Poor Choice's Kitchen. I feel like a year from now, we'll be doing this from a hospital bed. I'll be finding ways to combine drinks with hospital food. But that's a really good appetizer. For your football, for just any type of gathering, that's fantastic. I have nothing else to say other than I'm gonna eat some more shrimp. So yeah, you guys enjoy this recipe and tell me the changes that you've made to it. I'd love to hear it.